Hi, my name is Victor Zashev, and I think I have achieved something that I wanted since I was a kid. I defeated my stutter. I won back my voice. Just this past week, I volunteered to read my homework in front of the whole class. This would not have been possible 2-3 years ago. It was my worst nightmare to get randomly picked to read my homework. Yeah, I always waited for the teacher to pick me. And I did that without any worry, without any blocks. This is a new record for me. And I'm proud of what I have achieved these past 2-3 years. And if you want to follow suit in my footsteps, well, you need to become numb to the fear, to the emotion connected to your stutter. And I will show you how you can do that with a metaphor that I recently found. Imagine you have to cross a plank, just like this one, but a lot bigger, of course. 3 meters long, plenty wide for you. This plank is put on the ground, like this. Well, it will be easy for you, right? You just put one foot in front of the other, and you will easily and quite quickly cross the plank. Now let's put that same plank 5 meters from the ground. Now you will have a hard time. You will start shaking. You will feel apprehensive. You will be worried that you will fall. But the task hasn't changed. You will still have to cross this plank. The task remains the same. But the circumstances have changed. It's now up in the air. Well, this fear of heights is like your stutter. This plank symbolizes your ability to get your point across, to talk to someone, to communicate. Much like if the plank is on the ground, you don't stutter when you talk to yourself. You don't stutter when you sing because there's no risk involved. But if you try to give a public presentation, to give a public speech, well then the stakes are higher. There's more risk involved if you fail. And that's when you stutter the most, when you can't afford to stutter, when it's not socially acceptable to stutter, when you think you feel embarrassed if you stutter. That's the time that you most certainly do, like in school, in front of the class, you will most certainly stutter. But while you're talking to friends, in between classes, you don't have that much difficulty talking, do you? How can we make crossing the plank as easy as possible? Right now, if you're up in the air about to cross this plank, how would you feel if, for example, you did not have the fear of heights, or you have already crossed this plank up in the air like 10-15 times? Now, will you stutter if you are about to give a public presentation but you did not have the fear of public speaking? Well, some nervousness is absolutely normal because people by default are not exceptional public speakers. But you will feel absolutely over the moon if you made mistakes as infrequently, if you stumbled, if you blocked as infrequently as a normal person, right? So let's get to the solution. Try to become numb to the fear that you have. That means doing the fear thing as much as you can, signing up for presentations, volunteering to read your homework in class, things like that. And you keep doing this until you have made all the mistakes possible, until you know what not to do. And so from that you can figure out what you should do. And then waiting for that perfect moment, for that successful attempt. And after that, you now know for certain, for a fact, that you can give great presentations. You can read your homework without worry or blocks. You can volunteer to read in school without any embarrassment afterwards. And if right now you are in school or university and you're not sure how to deal with all the stress, all the embarrassment that the constant essays are giving you, the presentations, well then I have made a video on how I beat my anxiety, my stress with school and all of the things associated with it, and how I developed a mindset that helped me think of my stutter not as a bad thing, but as a blessing. You can watch this video, the full guide to high school for the stutterer, right here. And if you want to get over any fears that you may have over your stutter faster, and if you want my personal help to do so, you can sign up for my one-to-one coaching right now through the link in the description. And really, if you want to get over the fear of crossing the plank, you will have to accept that you will stumble sometimes. You can't be perfect. Even I catch myself stuttering at least once per day. Nobody is perfect. But if you compare that to 2 to 3 years ago, it's a night and day difference. And I wish that you reach this point too. Watch this video for more stuttering self-improvement, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you have found it helpful, and have a nice day, my friend.